4 members of the right-wing militia, the Proud Boys, including their leader, have been convicted of seditious conspiracy for their involvement in the January 6th insurrection. Intrigued? Then click that like and subscribe and enjoy the video. All right, folks, today is a bad day for insurrectionists, which means it's a great day for literally everybody else, those of us who favor democracy over fascism. What am I talking about? Well, I am talking about the fact that 4 members of the Proud Boys, including their leader, have been successfully convicted of seditious conspiracy, which is a relatively rare, extremely lofty charge here in the United States. So Axios and others have been reporting on it. A federal court jury found Henry Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the right-wing extremist Proud Boys group, guilty of seditious conspiracy on Thursday for his role in the deadly January 6th Capitol insurrection. In addition to Tarrio, the jury also found 3 other Proud Boy members, Joseph Biggs, Ethan Nordine, and Zachary Rell, guilty of seditious conspiracy. The jury has not yet reached a verdict at the time of this reporting for a 5th defendant, Dominic Pizzola, who was also charged with seditious conspiracy, among other riot-related crimes. They were initially indicted in June last year. So this is huge. Tarrio and the others could face 20 years in prison after being convicted in one of the highest profile cases stemming from the insurrection. Seditious conspiracy is committed when 2 or more people in the United States conspire to overthrow, destroy, seize property of, or levy war against the U.S. government, or to prevent the execution of any U.S. law. Now, the big point here, in addition to the conviction, which is huge, is something that was interestingly said by Tarrio's attorney. Defense attorney Naib Hassan blamed former President Trump for the attack on the Capitol in closing arguments on Tuesday, saying it was Trump's words, it was his motivation, it was his anger that caused what occurred on January 6th in your amazing and beautiful city. They want to use Enrique Tarrio as a scapegoat for Donald Trump and those in power. So this is huge because it means that critical to the defense of these people who participated in the insurrection, who were there at Trump's request thinking they were doing Trump's bidding, for their legal defense, they blame Trump. As a matter of fact, they believe that Trump is the one who's ultimately culpable. And this is coming from people who acted on Trump's behalf. That's huge. Basically, for once, well, I shouldn't say for once because this happened more than once, Trump is usually known as a betrayer of his people. Like, loyalty doesn't go both ways with him. But this is a situation when actually somebody who acted on his behalf to try to overthrow the government turned on him and said, actually, dude, I did this because of you. So it's interesting, an additional proof of Trump's moral culpability. Hopefully, Special Counsel Jack Smith, who's investigating Trump's involvement in January 6th, hopefully he will look to this going, even the actual boots on the ground, their defense is blaming Trump as well. So that should add more fuel to the fire, legally speaking. But I also want to play a clip here because it's hilarious. It was put together by a guy on Twitter named Brian Dawson, so full credit to him. Let's play this clip, which discusses this development about Enrique Tarrio and the Proud Boys, and also puts in context the denial that many Trump supporters were in about the charge of seditious conspiracy. So let's take a look.
Breaking news, for the first time, federal prosecutors have filed charges of sedition for the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Has anybody been charged with sedition? Nobody. Has anybody been charged with treason? Nobody. So why do they keep calling it an insurrection?
They're building a gigantic case for insurrection, yet no one in particular has been charged with that. Am I correct?
No. No one has been charged with insurrection or sedition.
You do not have charges for insurrection, sedition, rebellion, the type of language that we often hear.
Do you know how many people have been charged with inciting insurrection or sedition or treason or domestic terrorism as a result of anything? 0.
Oh, it was an insurrection. So how many of the participants in that insurrection have been charged with insurrecting, with sedition, with treason? 0.
Now, I guess to clarify, this video was originally made in response to it actually was done by The Daily Show. Okay, so this guy was actually just retweeting a clip that was put together by The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. And I will say, this isn't the first, right? So members attached to the Oath Keepers, which is another right-wing militia group that participated in January 6th, they were also convicted, and we did a video about this a few months ago, of seditious conspiracy. So it's, again, to clarify, this is not now unprecedented, but it's further proof that juries are taking this very seriously and convicting people who participated in the insurrection with this very serious charge. So, again, it's a W for democracy, a giant fat L for the fascists in the Republican Party, and we should all take delight in it.